Welcome everyone. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can use AI to supercharge your coding experience. AI has become a game changer in the world of programming. It will help you to write code more efficiently, solve complex problems, and take your coding project to the next level. So the app that we'll be using to code is DevAssistant, a powerful AI tool designed to amplify your coding skills and productivity. It will help you to effortlessly generate code name, saving you valuable time and effort, and provide expert answers to your coding questions. Plus, DevAssistant seamlessly guide you through the entire coding process, ensuring you never feel lost in the world of programming. Now, I'm going to show you how to use DevAssistant to learn and supercharge your coding projects. So let's get started. It is super easy to set up. Here's what you need to do. First, go to the DevAssistant website using a link mentioned in the description. You can start it for free. In order to create an account, click Get Start. After that, you can create your DevAssistant account here. You can either log in with your existing account by entering your email address and password. In order to create a new account, click Sign Up. So just enter your email address and password for your account. And just click on Continue. Now that we've already finished creating our account, here you can see the environment of the DevAssistant dashboard. On the left side, you will find a powerful assistant where you can get help and guidance throughout your coding journey. And also we have Cloud VS Code to view and edit the code that the assistant generates right in your web browser. So that we can see how the system works. For example, I'm going to show you how you can create a functioning sign-up form that saves users data seamlessly from scratch. I'll walk you through the step-by-step process of creating the sign-up form. To get started, navigate to the Start section on the left side of your dashboard and simply type generate HTML code file for a sign-up form. And now let's define the components of our sign-up form. We'll need input fields for the username, email, and password, as well as the submit button. We can say include input field for the user's name, email, and password, as well as the submit button. Now the assistant will help us write the code for these elements. So after that, hit enter. As you can see, DevAssistant generating the code by creating a task in real time based on the description we provide. Now we can see task is successfully completed. And here you will see the HTML code generated by the assistant. It's a convenient way to review and make any necessary adjustment to the code directly within your browser. So we can seamlessly view and edit it using Cloud VS Code. Now I'm gonna run the HTML file using a live preview. Here you can see our sign-up form in action. However, you might notice that it is not visually appealing at the moment. Now we are gonna style the sign-up form with CSS to make it visually appealing and user-friendly. CSS allows us to transform the plain form into an attractive and well-designed interface. Let's generate the CSS file by simply typing a prompt. Style the sign-up form with CSS file to make it visually appealing. Also, we can add in fonts and colors that we want to use in the form. I'm going to specify using the Poppins font family. Now let's generate the CSS file by clicking enter. After that, you can see the generated CSS file right here in your code-based environment. And then we can run our HTML file again to see the styled form in action. As you can see, here is our transformed and visually appealing sign-up form. Now we need to create a local database to store the user sign-up details. This will enable us to save and manage user data efficiently. To set up our simple local database, we'll write the code that will store user sign-up details using straightforward JSON format. The database should have field for the user's name, email, and password. Let's get DevAssistant to help us with this task. Type in the following prompt. Now hit enter. And here you can see the code file that generated for our local database. This will allow us to save and retrieve user information seamlessly. And now we need to integrate it with our sign-up form. It will allow us to store and manage user data efficiently. To achieve this, we write JavaScript code that handles form submission. When the user submits the form, our code will validate the input fields and store the details in our local database that we just set up. Let's say DevAssistant to help us in writing this JavaScript code. Please type the following prompt. and hit enter. Now you can see the generated JavaScript file that will seamlessly integrate our sign-up form with the local database. So now we need to generate a Flux API to handle the user's data fetching and saving. This is an important step as it will allow us to connect our frontend to the backend where we can store and retrieve data securely. To implement this backend functionality effectively, we will create a Flux API. It will include an endpoint that handles the user's data fetching and saving. Please type the following prompt. Now hit enter. As you can see, we've successfully generated our Flux API. This will establish the connection between our frontend and backend, ensuring a smooth user data flow. Now we've generated all the necessary files, including the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and even set up a Flux API in the backend. And now it is time to test our form. To do that, we need to download these files and open it using your code editor. Here you can see our downloaded files. In order to run the program, open the terminal and type python api.py and hit enter. After that, you can open the HTML file in a web browser. And I made some changes to the form to make it user-friendly. Now let's fill up the form with some sample user data. And click submit. Now go to the local database. Here you can see our user data has been successfully retrieved to our database. As you can see, that's how you can use DevAssistant to level up your skills and productivity. So I'll leave a link in the description to DevAssistant and make sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.